everyone, in this video we are going to study about how to make self-introduction. Okay, to some of you this topic may seem very basic, but learning to introduce yourself properly is extremely important. Mungkin beberapa dari kalian sudah bisa ya sebenarnya membuat perkenalan diri, tapi dalam video ini kita akan belajar bagaimana memperkenalkan diri menggunakan bahasa Inggris. You may need to introduce yourself in your English class. Mungkin kenapa harus belajar ini? Karena you may need to introduce yourself in your English class and at job interview. Di dalam interview pekerjaan nanti mungkin kalian dihadapkan pada keadaan di mana kalian harus memperkenalkan diri menggunakan bahasa Inggris. And maybe at the new job, mungkin nanti kalian memiliki pekerjaan baru and you have to introduce yourself by using English. Mungkin harus memperkenalkan diri menggunakan bahasa Inggris. At a new hobby, mungkin kalian punya hobi baru, kemudian harus memperkenalkan diri menggunakan bahasa Inggris juga. Or at a large event. Jadi di event-event tertentu yang banyak orang dan kalian harus memperkenalkan diri juga. In order to successfully introduce yourself, you must have your self-introduction pre-written and learned. Jadi supaya maksimal memperkenalkan dirinya, kalian harus menulis terlebih dahulu self-introduction-nya dan harus dipelajari terlebih dahulu. Okay, let's continue to the next material. The first thing that you need to say when introducing yourself is greetings. Otomatis kalian harus menyapa dulu ya. You can have formal greetings or you can have informal greetings. There are two kinds of greetings. The first one is formal greetings. Ini formal ya, menyapa dengan formal ketika mungkin dalam forum-forum tertentu yang mengharuskan kalian untuk menyapa atau memperkenalkan diri secara formal. You can use hello. Actually, hello, you can say hello can be both informal and in informal situation, but it is fine to use it in formal situation. Jadi hello itu bisa digunakan baik di formal ataupun informal. You also have good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Jadi bisa pakai good morning di pagi hari, good afternoon siang hari, good evening di sore ataupun malam hari. Oh ya, mungkin untuk anak-anak Indonesia, untuk kalian ya, don't say good night if you greet someone. Jangan menggunakan kata good night karena ini konteksnya penggunaan good night is normally a send off and it equivalence for goodbye. Jadi intinya good night itu digunakan untuk perpisahan. Misalkan sudah menutup pertemuan gitu. Misalkan kamu sudah selesai memperkenalkan diri, kemudian sudah say goodbye, itu bisa bilang good night. Tapi kalau masih menyapa jangan langsung good night, my name is. Nah, itu tidak diperkenankan ya. It's better for you to say good evening for example. Nah, and then the next one for informal greetings. Dalam informal greetings atau saat kalian menyapa dalam situasi yang tidak formal, you can use hi or hey or what's up or what's good. Nah, you can choose one of these option. Kalian bisa pakai hi atau pakai what's up, pakai apa yang mana yang kalian merasa nyaman. Okay, next of course you have to tell your name. Jadi tentu saja setelah greeting, setelah menyapa, kalian harus menyebutkan nama kalian. For the example, hi, I am Rulik. There are so many kinds of things that you can say in telling your name. For the example, by using I am or my name is. Kalian bisa pakai hi, I am, then your name Hi, I am Rulik. My name is Rulik, for the example. But if the situation is in large auditorium or the telephone, you can use this is and then your name. Hi, this is Rulik, or hi, this is Rulik speaking. Nah, if you are in very large auditorium or convention center, you can say, hi, this is Rulik. Nah, ini bisa digunakan kalau yang terakhir ini, this is, and then your name, bisa digunakan ketika orang-orang itu sebagian tidak bisa melihat langsung wajah kamu, misalkan di sebuah auditorium yang luas ataupun di telepon. So you can say, this is Rulik, or this is Rulik speaking, bisa seperti itu ya. Okay, the next one is about location. Nah, in greeting, you need to talk about your location. It means that location where you are from and where you are living. Misalkan kalian dari mana dan di mana kalian tinggal. There are many variation actually. I will start with the most basic and move on to slightly more complicated ways of describing your location. Jadi kita mulai dari yang paling simple ya. Yang pertama, you can use I am from and then the place name. Bisa I am from Ponorogo. Di video ini saya mencontohkan diri saya ya. Jadi di sini I am from Ponorogo. Or you can use I come from. Now maybe some of you want to know about the difference between I am from and I come from. If you are from somewhere that is quite far from the place where you are introducing yourself, you can say I come from and then the place name. Jadi misalkan kamu berasal dari Lampung, kemudian pada saat memperkenalkan diri kamu ada di Ponorogo, jadi kamu pakai I come from. Jadi di sini itu apabila tempatmu memperkenalkan diri dengan tempat asalmu itu berjauhan, you can use I come from. Come from itself implies a little bit more of a journey. Jadi ada perjalanan yang ditempuh itu. Jadi maksudnya dari Lampung kemudian kamu memperkenalkan dirimunya di Ponorogo, jadi seperti itu. And then if you want to say where you grew up, jadi kalau kamu ingin menjelaskan tentang di mana kamu dibesarkan, you can say actually there are so many ways. The first one is I was born and raised in the place name. In this example is I was born and raised in Ponorogo. Jadi di sini saya dilahirkan dan dibesarkan di Ponorogo. And the next one, if you want to say that you are from one place but you are now living in another place, you can use I grew up in place name and then but now I live in. Nah, for the example, I grew up in Ponorogo, but now I live in Madiun. Jadi saya besar di Ponorogo dan sekarang tinggal di Madiun. Dan yang ini I was born in Ponorogo but raised in Madiun. Ini konteksnya ketika saya dilahirkan di Ponorogo tetapi dibesarkan di Madiun. And then the last one. If you want to say how long you have lived in certain place, you can say I've been living in for the example I've been living in Ponorogo for 10 years. Jadi di sini konteksnya sudah tinggal di Ponorogo selama 10 tahun dan sampai saat ini masih tinggal di Ponorogo. Nah, actually there are so many ways to explain about location in self-introduction. You can choose one of them. And the next one is about education. Nah, okay. Guys, actually the basic of self-introduction is about greeting and then name, and the next one is about location, and you can add some information. For the example education, You can say I am a student at, misalkan kamu ingin memberitahu tentang di mana kamu belajar. In this example, I'm a student at State Islamic Institute of Ponorogo. Di sini saya adalah mahasiswa di IAIN Ponorogo. And then you can talk about your major. In this example, my major is Islamic Economics. You have to say economics, not economics. Nah, di sini dijelaskan bahwa jurusannya adalah ekonomi syariah. And then the next one is about qualification. Guys, you may need to tell about your qualification. This is especially if you are introducing yourself for job interview. Jadi mungkin kamu bisa menambahkan tentang kualifikasimu jika memang self introduction-nya itu pada saat job interview atau interview pekerjaan. If you want to say that you are close to graduation, you can say I'm about to graduate. Jadi di sini kalau kamu ingin mengatakan saya hampir lulus itu, kalian bisa bilang I'm about to graduate. Or I have a Bachelor of Arts degree in marketing. Misalkan kamu itu sarjana dalam bidang marketing. And the next one, if you are in more informal situation in which you are introducing yourself to make friends and to meet people and to get to know each other better, you can talk about your family. Ini kalau dalam konteks ini ya, intinya kamu ingin mengenal seseorang itu lebih dekat. Misalkan kalian saat self introduction bisa menjelaskan tentang keluargamu. You can talk about your family. Nah, you can say they are how many people in your family? For example, there are 5 people in my family. Ini saya ya, di tempat saya ada 5 orang dalam keluarga saya. So I say there are 5 people in my family. Or you can say I'm from the family of 5. Misalkan seperti ini. Ini there are 5 people in my family and I'm from the family of 5. Itu bisa saling menggantikan ya, kalian bisa pilih salah satunya. Kalau kalian ingin memberitahu how many siblings that you have, berapa saudara yang kamu punya, you can use I am one of the number of your siblings. For example, I am one of 3 siblings. Jika dalam keluargamu itu ada kamu itu 1 dari 3 bersaudara. Nah, if you have no brother or sister, tapi kalau kamu itu tidak punya siblings, tidak punya saudara, tidak punya adik atau kakak laki-laki perempuan, misalkan kamu anak tunggal, you have to say I am an only child. Saya adalah seorang anak tunggal. Nah, okay, guys, in this slide you can find that there are so many things that you can explain to someone in your self introduction. Sebenarnya tidak ada batasan ya, memang harus tergantung konteksnya. Misalkan dalam job interview you need to talk about your qualification or your education, but in informal situation, kalau dalam situasi yang tidak terlalu formal, kalian bisa self introduction-nya seperti ini saja. Misalkan, let me introduce myself. Hi, my name's Rulik. I live in, my birthday is on, misalkan kalau saya lahirnya di bulan Juni ya, so I will say my birthday is on June. I'm a student at, kamu belajarnya di mana? Tadi di kampus mana? There are how many people in your family? My hobby is, misalkan kalau hobimu itu membaca, you can say my hobby is reading or painting or drawing. Ini melukis, menggambar, or playing computer games atau main game di komputer, surfing di internet. Misalkan kamu hobi bahasa anak gaulnya itu browsing kayaknya ya. And then collecting stamps or coins, jika kamu itu hobi mengoleksi perangko ataupun koin-koin. going to the cinema kalau kamu suka nonton film, playing with friends kalau kamu suka hangout sama teman-temanmu, traveling, bepergian camping, hiking, going to the park, and then listening to music, shopping, singing, and dancing maybe. And in my free time, I also like, misalkan di sini, kalau kamu punya waktu luang, apa yang kamu lakukan? Kalau saya, my hobby is reading. In my free time, I also like traveling, for example. And I don't like singing and dancing, karena saya memang tidak suka bernyanyi dan menari ya. So I say I don't like singing and dancing. My favorite day of the week is Saturday. Nah ini misalkan kamu menyatakan hari apa yang paling kamu suka dalam satu minggu itu. Kalau saya paling suka hari Sabtu ya pasti, because it's the last day of the week, karena memang hari weekend ya, jadi saya paling suka hari Sabtu. I like what kind of movies? I like action movie. Misalkan di sini saya konteksnya saya suka film aksi ya, or kamu suka yang lucu-lucu, kamu bisa lihat ini. Or maybe science fiction movie, or maybe animated cartoon. Itu nanti terserah kalian mau pilih yang mana. And I study English because I like it a lot. Misalkan saya belajar bahasa Inggris karena saya memang suka, atau I study English because I have to, karena saya harus, karena memang itu mata kuliah wajib misalkan. Nah, okay guys, I hope after watching this video you can make your own self-introduction, and I will ask all of you to make the video about your self-introduction by using this form. Formatnya ini ya, nanti kalian buat video tentang self-introduction, tentang perkenalan diri kalian. And okay, maybe that's all about our material today, and I will end my explanation by thanking you for all your attention, and maybe see you next meeting. Bye.